Так, щось пішло. Щось ніби пішло. Глянем. Давай, давай. Так, ну чё, де? Секундочку, я дивлюсь. А чого мені не показує? О, показує. Показує. О, привіт, Світланко. Ти тут? Радий бачити. Зараз я тут налаштовую все. Трошки змінився в мене розклад, як це все працює. Да, я вирішив повернутися до Віча, треба вже одійти чи як. Типу, я вже з радістю і в трошки інші якісь ігри пограв би, але і Вічера теж хочу дійти. Пройти до кінця. Може більше буду уваги приділяти саме сюжетці, щоб швидше воно рухалось. Ну, побачимо. Тут, в принципі, пишуть, що сайт-квести теж доволі кльові, і вони, типу, такі, як родзинки. Так що будемо бачити. Ну, anyway, я вже забув, як грати, на які кнопки що означають взагалі. Господи. Па-па-па. Да, так що... Трошки погано. А то скільки можна вже? З цією роботою ніколи не будеш в достатньому ресурсі, щоб щось гарно робити. Такс. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the temple guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? Господи, що ж такого, га? Га? Я маю бути ще в Новіграді десь. Так і є. Хто чхає біля мене? Де маска? Це жінка то чхала, я бачу. Господи, що тут нажимати? J. О, я пам'ятаю, J це квест. Значить, Destination Скеліге. У нас вже рівень, в принципі, підходить. In Series Footsteps. Це нам якраз в Скеліге і треба. Що добре. Кабаре. Це нам треба допомогти нашому любисточку. Ну, я прям даже не знаю. Такі квести полишались. Теж Скеліге. Окей, моя пропозиція така, щоб ми довго тут не засиджувались в цьому Новіграді, а допомогти ще нашому любистку якісь свої справи порішати. Що з вагою? З вагою чудово все. І тоді поїдемо в Скеліге. Скеліге має бути красиво. Як тут що робити? Я все забув. Значить, розвертаємось наліво і біжимо. Геральт. Ах, красива гра. Я вже і забув, що вона така красива, а? Принаймні ми знайшли любистка. І то вже файно. Мальви красиві. Сюди? Що, серйозно? Це я тут виступав. Я пам'ятаю. Я, до речі, класно виступив тоді. Де мадам Ірина? Мадам Ірина. Можна так ігру з каналу Ira Imagination назвати. Мадам Ірен. I need a prop.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage
Prop,
battles.
це, напевно, інвентар, щось таке.
Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Well.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Так, мечик ми знайшли. Тепер треба знайти... Я тут постійно плутаюсь. Що, так? Прямо зі сцени. Я не туди біжу. Що ти робиш, Віча? Зовсім вже. Так, шукаємо любистка. Де він є? Господи, це на мене так реагують, це шмарики. Люди, що всі вам коїть?
Is it true elves make soup out of kids?
Rich Townsman. І що тут? After Dusk. Dusk це захід сонця, коли вже у нас, да? Тобто я маю помедитувати тут, як це робилось. N. Ну, давайте на 9. Де цей Dandelion? Ось він. Так, крики якісь несамовиті. Напевно, я когось не порубав в свій час.
Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit.
Як завжди.
I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Так, як завжди.
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call
'Tis I.
me the Crimson Avenger.
Ладно.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret
You shall regret the day you were
born.
burned. І що, ми з ним битись ще маємо, да?
On guard!
І що? Що? Ти нормально
Better than I
вообще?
thought. I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quick! You shan't get us there!
Получи.
Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This
Слухайте,
rogue
меч
will
в крові,
soon
капець.
run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
А, це ж напевно він бив цим мечем. Все? Midnight the morning at the Rosemary. Ну я зробив? Зробив квест чи ні? То я зараз біжу з ним вже зустрітись. Окей, alright.
What's your hair lately?
Па-па-па-рай. Блін, яка атмосфера прикольна.
What's he doing here?
Я що тут роблю? Я просто бігаю по ночі, невже не видно? Ці сплять на варті, хлопці, ну так ж не можна.
Vulgar one.
А
Can
ми
see
тут
her
маємо
face,
зустрітись, да?
Fluffy diddly. You don't know how to give, you can't receive.
Meet Dandelion.
Good at giving.
To give, you got to have talent and character.
Побачити, з ким я маю тут поговорити.
Snake's talent
І
as
з ким,
well.
напевно, Окей, ну, морнінг написано, чекаємо до ранку. Скільки це ранок? 8? побудемо в цьому. Будинку втіх до раночку.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Це хороше питання, чого ти мене
Why are
питаєш?
you
Це
asking
таке,
me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor, but that he'd let us know just as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
І ми маємо вирішити,
No
будуар
idea.
чи театр? Ну, театр, який будуар?
Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Cabaret theater of a kind, of course, it's theoretical. Ну, давай так.
You're
знаю.
both stage artists, and cabaret's a form of theater. Interior should reflect that.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen,
Я
you're
щось
done
думав, що я помилився
lollygagging.
трошки з
Get to
вибором,
work.
але немає значення. Який тут фон. Зараз швидко
Oh,
буде
well.
гніватись.
Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Бізнес
Despite what
нічого.
people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Ми знову шукаємо цього балбеса. Ну, добре. Ща тут стоїть балбес. Так. Оп-оп-оп-оп. Побігли знову шукати цього.
Temple guard let even you into the city.
Цього дивного чувака. Такс. Любисток, що ж ти стільки проблем створюєш, а? Я б вже відправився в Скеліге, аби не твоя оця голова. Не дуже розумна. Ось і Dandelion.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me?
Priscilla.
That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
Хороше
No
питання.
idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
Ладно, не
Fine.
будемо задавати
Let's find
зараз
the
питань.
key.
І як? Look for the key using the richer senses.
Damn it. Now,
Та ну.
where would she leave?
Not here.
Безпалівно. Ага, все-таки, значить, ти там.
key.
The key. Про всяк випадок зразу поставимо, що це арт. Тук-тук, можна войти?
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not
No.
your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Shut up,
Calibrate
or I'll split
fans.
your skull.
Це жизненно.
My friend asked
Так,
you
треба
nicely,
ще й швидко
so please
реагувати
be
на
courteous
репліки, а
in
то буде
return and
бійка.
hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
Ну це доволі дивна пара, Павло.
Talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels.
Може
Get out of
зрозуміти.
here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Так, ну так не чесно. Ну да, будемо
Let
дуже
him
дипломатичні
finish.
цього
There's
вечора.
no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management.
Half-brain
I, however,
fans.
would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret.
Так, так, так.
My very reputation
Вони
precludes
з
it.
почуттям гумором нормально.
So,
Це
what's all this
сценаристів.
about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to
First-class
offer her a
artiste.
position worthy of her talents.
Таке невротичне обличчя і
She's to
зробили.
be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose. In that case.
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you
Дивна,
at the
дивна пара.
Rosemary, Polly.
Порішали дипломатичними методами, нікому не прийшлось
Well,
відрубати
I'm
голову.
off.
Все добре.
I'll catch up to you. Whew.
Тільки
Never
берет у
expected
нього.
that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was putty in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
Це
So,
правденько, це
time to
правденько.
head back.
I've still got to stop by Rotlegs. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Тільки не кажіть. Добре.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary. Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Так, окей, щось ми там мали забрати. Я не зрозумів, що? Так, наскільки далеко, скажіть. Ну, можна добігти. А це тут що таке? Quest available this location. Лади, побігли. Побігли. Щось ще забрати, та я вже зв'язував з цим театром його. Нам хоч якусь виставу покажуть чи ні. Тащіть. Красиво. Оп, не падає. Задивився, потім бачите. Так. Нащо я писався в цей квест з цим любистком? Щось таке воротить, непонятне. Ну ладно. Це ж типу старий друг. Тук-тук. Що ми маємо зробити? Final tech and get the placards from him. Знову будуть переговори. Мені здається, що цього разу не такі успішні. Прям дуже виглядають такими прям успішними, як треба. Хлопці, ви хто? Картина
Looking for
знайома.
Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Та що ти кажеш?
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me?
Хлопці, не
This
губіть
is all
мені.
mine now. Fuck off, freak.
Ну, так,
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
абсолютно.
Not your
Я...
lucky day.
Це було бідно.
You'll regret this. You
Це зовсім було бідно. Що собі, а що ти їх не можеш купити? А вони мене можуть. О, хоч раз попав.
Damn.
Давай, давай, давай. А, що ти робиш, Геральт? От так. -1. Іди сюди. Спускайся, тварина. Ха. А це було непросто.
tell me what you want. Damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
І це все.
Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
Не могли зразу це
See,
сказати.
wasn't that easy? Could have said so right
Абсолютно,
away.
Геральт посадив в один думки мої. А, бійка заради нічого. Наскільки далеко? Тут вже і рано поступив, поки ми там не бачили. Що попало? Так, де? Де? Dr. Rotlick in the Vagabond's Residence. Побачите. О, господи, як далеко. Але у нас є маршрутизація. Нам треба розвернутися тільки повністю сюди. Я правильно біжу? Ні, не правильно. Тр-тр-тр. Наліво. До площі ієрархів. Хоп. Так, окей, і тут мені потрібен... Наліво знову. Точка швидкого доступу. До мапи. Пам 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 пам. Ось вона, ось вона, ось вона. Ну що ж. Нам сюди. Поїхали. Це там, де був бал? Я не пам'ятаю. Схоже, ніби так. Да, ось. Тільки, власне, самого балу нема. Виражно.
Wonder if I can take part in the races.
А, чо?
If you've coin for the rider's fee and a steed of your own, why
Ні, я б
not?
зараз не їздив на
Decide quickly, please. There's a race about to begin.
Maybe later. Я взагалі до тебе йшов вже. Де? Де цей чувак, який виживає? Ось він, да?
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art.
Help.
At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Ну, не кажіть, що мені треба... Щоб приймати участь у гонках
Generous.
для нього.
Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
20-25, так.
I've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Ну давай я заплачу краще. Не хочеться мені їздити зараз.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this.
Я просто не хочу
May
витрачати
I
час на
ask
гонки.
to what I owe this
А
generosity?
грошей мені
Let's
вистачало.
just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Я розумію, що це могло бути щось ще, але я хочу в Скеліге. Я напевно неправильно рухаюсь. Угу. Мені треба наліво. Да, краще наліво все-таки виберу. Можна і направо, але... Такс. Ось ми підходимо до нашого стопчика. Поїхали назад. Ворота ієрархів. Добитися до того, що вже оплачую чужі борги. Тут уже двіжуха повним ходом, походу, йде.
Well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Ти мені винен бабло. Вообще.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Ну давай. Ну давай, глянемо, що скільки побігано. Непогано було
That's my
подивитися.
boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
She
Складний
said
вибір, як
something
завжди.
that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
Як завжди.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time.
Капець. Це любов. Любиство.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Та я все, що завгодно. Ми...
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
she's badly, been attacked. They took her to Valmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt,
Що за...
come with me,
що за
please.
страхіття,
Of course.
капець.
Let's go.
Що трапилось?
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Well, I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg
Нічого
your
собі.
pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week, a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart?
Нічого собі. Капець, капець.
You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Так. Погнали.
Ready
Давай.
and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Будемо пиляти.
You lead.
У когось доктора супроводжувати.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Так, потопельники. Ну, не попало. І так буде з кожним. Ще потопельники. Хлопці, щось фітивно бігає, якщо прям чесно. 16 гривень. Майже долетів до мене.
I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel, believe me. Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Сподіваюся, що це не мадам Ірина таке влаштувала.
Take the ladder.
Окей.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
With warning. Corpse. Це не він. Це він чи що?
Human. Wrong body type.
Ну, це ж теж не наш Варік. Це розлічення.
Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking. This isn't it.
Не наш варіант. Значить, цю кімнату ми подивились. Яку ми кімнату не подивились?
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Цікаво.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap.
Так,
Must
оце
be
він.
our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Прям дуже цікаво, щось таке.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Нічого собі, які дивні речі.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Якийсь медик. Що за дивина?
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience,
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor. His genitals, we ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Так, окей, ну ми типу все розібрали, але
Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Я маю типу вигадати якийсь з них варіант.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Прикольно на груді висить ліхтарик у чувака такий собі. Зі свічкою. Па-па-парай. Так, ну що, нарешті екшен якийсь буде? Ми тут стільки інвестигейтили всього.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him,
Ну так
how the
небезпечно, так
Priscilla was
можна трошки
attacked. Got work
підсмажитись.
to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Така свічка прямо на груді, да. Чувак сидить собі, тусить. Пенде... почекайте. Щось там хтось кричить. Так, окей. Ну, цю штуку хотілося б закінчити. все секондарі у нас іде, так, прекрасно. Окей. Так, виглядає так, що зараз ми просто йдемо інвестигейтити місце, де на них напали. І по дорозі, типу, спілкуємося з усіма, з ким можемо.
Monsters must have calmed down.
Де він є?
Swarms in the sea now.
You
Юстас.
Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets, made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Який агресивний чувак.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Да.
Get out of my sight. Now.
Ну, чувак, типу, мертвих збирає по місту. Важко від нього очікувати якоїсь адекватної поведінки, чесно кажучи. Тому я навіть не розраховував, що він буде адекватно себе вести. Добре, що не прийшлося йому голову відрубати. І то вже. Так, окей, з цим чуваком ми поговорили, і ще одна зачіпочка. Всі кашляють на футболу. Це прям... Як туди потрапити? Я маю туди потрапити, так.
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Skelliге, come!
Стріга.
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
It's altogether different. Sit, you stupid much, lie down.
Гном чи Халфрід? Гном, ну я так і знав, він голоса.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Плечі просто квадратні.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarven craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag. And other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hyrax Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Все, що можна було, ми спитали.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Отлично. Що це? Ні, окей. І що там написано? Concerned citizen.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Декілька цих.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
І Bloodstains ведуть сюди.
Murderer dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Так, мені треба зайти туди, походу.
Aye.
Мені треба зайти, чувак.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle them down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Так, ладно, давайте до справи ближче.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Так, погнали, відкривай. Ми зараз глянемо, що там. 2053. Окей. Глянемо. Я сподіваюся, це не мадам Ірина. О, ну, трошечки лагає. По статуї з величезними грудьми було смішно. Але я їх не бачив. Геральт, типу, так говорить, ніби класні, але, ну, блін, їх не видно.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind.
Запах.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Ну, от запах наш.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Так. Fabian. Що це?
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Та, це явно був якийсь культний.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Nothing interesting here.
Тобто він об нього не вдарився нагору. Та-та-та-та-та. Такс. І що тепер? Формальдегайд ми знайшли. Виглядало як, типу, як шлейф запаху. Ні, це мені не потрібно. Але все, походу тут більше нічого. Тепер ми знайдемо... Окей, значить, показує, що нам тепер треба йти в алею там, де на присилу напали. Ну добре. Побігли шукати. Можна і сюди, да?
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim.
Ух ти.
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Такс, окей.
What do you want?
Hey, handsome.
A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's.
Grab him! Sis. That him.
Це на мене кричить?
Brazier.
Watch him,
This
see what
time
he
of
does.
year?
That's it, you're in for it. That's it.
Що?
Get around him.
Якого біса ви на мене причепились? Ідіть в баню. Тепер я не можу інвестигейтити. Мені ж, в принципі, не дуже посміхається з ними битися, але мені треба дорозслідувати це місце.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome.
Мстяться
For
за
Priscilla.
Присцилу, капець.
Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give her pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long
Тобто це
ago.
довга історія в цьому місці. Окей. Дайте мені дорозслідувати.
Take care
місце
now.
злочину. І ми
I gotta look
побіжимо.
around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Oh, my head's ringing. Awful pale. Oh.
Оце я не встиг.
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Я все ще сподіваюся, що це не...
A brazier.
Хоча...
This time of year?
Чекай, ось же ж формальдегід. Давай, подойди. Правильно.
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Здається, ми все тут дослідили, що можна було. Біжимо тепер. Біжимо тепер до кого? До Корнера. Щось казали, з ним треба поговорити. Так, ну... Ця лінія несподівано стала драматичною, що теж плюс сценаристам, тому що... Я думав, що це буде чиста лірика, там... Любисток. Допоможемо любистку зробити кабаре, і вони будуть жити довго і щасливо, і все таке. А тут несподівано драма.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Тепер вони кажуть Welcome, Master Witcher. Найс. Тепер я можу сюди заходити відкрито. В цьому є певні плюси.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you. Especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Давай спитаємо.
Who's the
хто це.
victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Хутенько біжимо. Це нам читати вже не обов'язково, тому що ми знаємо, що треба бігти. Де вона? Vegelbud Residence. Тобто зараз мені краще направо, мені треба назад краще розгорнутися. І наліво, так? Мені треба до... типу порталу. Де він? Я правильно біжу? Ні, не зовсім. Трошки правіше і потім ще направо. Я щось з такими поворотами реально плутаюсь трохи. Тепер різко направо, трошки прямо і різко направо. Ну ось, да, ми на цю. Ось, те, що нам треба. Погнали до Патрісії. Чікс. Шукаємо якогось таємничого вбивцю. Тут стільки охорони. Я маю поговорити з цими балбесами.
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Як ми легко.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
No time to explain. Trust me, please.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
Погнали. Ну що, ми встигнемо?
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, but it was
Короче, за брак віри хтось
She
вбиває.
had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked
Ті
herself
ж
in her
полери
room.
краси.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests. He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Сорі, бачите. Та коротше. Зачепись. Тебе
Spread
що?
out! Murderer's still here!
Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам.
Die, mutants!
Де він є? І що відбулося? Мене що вбили, чи що ви хочете сказати? Чи він втік? Чи що відбулося? Чи ми зависли?
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Ага, це так було задумано.
Killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Ну да, тут без
Out
варіантів.
of my sight, at once.
Але як би він сюди попав?
Why did he do this to her?
Ну, це логічно, да, що він тікав, типу, ну і він же ж йому явно довіри мало.
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire, only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body, a note indicating his next victim. May I?
Але, ну, чувак би на цьому етапі
But you should be on your own.
вже не залишав, ну, так би не діяв так передбачувано, якщо відчув на своєму хвості Геральта. Але це буде дивно, коротше, якщо...
Let her be the last victim. Please.
Трошки скачав внезапно на ліричну лінію насипали нам. Що можна вважати якісним сюжетом?
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Але, ну, блін, це б не спрацювало. Це буде дивно, якщо спрацює. Можна щось ще цей дослідити?
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Та ну, це було б дивина. Але окей, будемо рухатись за сюжетом. Щось ми не встигаємо. Поки що. Прошляпали ви, хлопці. Чекай, я не побіг часом точку швидкого. Ні, не побіг. Да, несподівано. Ну, але окей. Цим Відьмак класний, що сюжет може здивувати. Куди краще Ірах Swear. 9.09 пойдет.
Looking to enlist with the temple guard.
Що це, якийсь поїхавший цей? Священник? На мадам Ірина я більше не думаю, тому що явно з жертвою з нею вже ніяк не пов'язаний. Має бути якийсь... Куди треба? Я не зрозумів.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb
А
them.
ось і наш клієнт. Very important client, you say.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though, whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me.
Ah,
I
так
so
це їхній
dislike
чувак.
being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Ну давай зіграємо.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies.
Хочете сказати,
I've
що
seen
це не
your
він?
victims, I know how they end. You don't stop, not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
От що ми йому не відрубимо
Who
голову
knew you'd
після
be
цього всього?
here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The
Це саме
coroner.
коронер.
Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie.
Що?
After all, I paid in advance.
Викалитись чи що?
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Можна було б
Good
його і
boy.
зарубати. Правда? Правда. Але ок. Коронер. Це трохи дивно виглядає, що ми не вбили його, тому що в принципі він явно цілком заслуговував. На фоні всіх інших. Боже, де сходи? Ось тут? Без мапи вказівника тут реально чорт ногу зломить. Щось якісь трупи. Ну побігли. Фуф, так, окей. Якийсь так. Хтось на мене там хотів напасти? Я не проти. До речі, відпочинку треба було такий чуваку тому голову відрубати. Я щось жалкую про свою м'якість. Але ок. Менше з тим.
This the place?
Greetings, Witcher. It's nearby. Ready?
Ти що, прикалуєшся? Тебе ж не
Need a minute.
вистачало.
Very well, but hurry, please.
Тебе ж не вистачало з твоїм хвостом на 32 рівень. Вареничок наш цей прийшов. Master of Dumplings. О, позичив у них трошки Alchemist Powder. Так це ти був, дружище.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
Who, what are you?
Це щось серйозніше.
Vampire? Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A
Нічого
reason
собі.
to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. fire down the throat, that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city.
Вищий
Its
вампір,
population
нічого собі.
amnesiacs to the very concepts of
Варенички.
decency and morality. So I decided to remind them in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
Вищий вампір, нічого собі.
There are other ways. Could have set up a soapbox in Hierarch Square, preached from it.
How funny. That's exactly what I did. But none listened. Instead they laughed. Threw stones.
Яка у нього теж прям
Give
складна
a
якась доля.
thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation.
Нічого собі, чувак.
For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
Голос прикольний йому зробив.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Буде висока заруба зараз.
Pretty good. Might not.
Ща буде щось цікаве. Cursed Ones. Що мені розкажуть про вампірів? Сукуби, некрофаги. Vampires. High Vampires. Vampire Oil. Ігні. О, Ігні це дуже добре. Ігні це дуже добре. Тому що ойла у мене такого, напевно, нема. Necrophage, ні, Vampire точно навряд чи воно буде. Beast. Так, щось тут уже поки слабенько трохи. Оп. Оп. Що таке? Боліше? Так і має бути. Дамплінг з'їмо. Ти куди? Друже вампір. Ми ще не закінчили. Ага, ти таки ще й підробилась. Був і нема. Уф. Серйозний чувак. З якимись кільцями, коротше. Коротше кажучи, це був серйозний противник. Що ми з'їмо? Ми вип'ємо води. Якийсь цікавий меч мені підкинули. Нічого собі. Dirk Day. Silver Sword. 229, 279. Плюс 116. А хто з них? Princess Xantia Sword. Так, дайте гляну, що в мене взагалі. А що в мене за жахливий... Боже, у мене досі жахливий дерев'яний меч, типу, основний. Steel Sword. А, це Steel Sword. Я з таким одороблом ходив. Кошмар який. Так, окей. Silver Sword плюс 35. Могрім плюс 26. Плюс 26, а цей плюс 35. А що наш Silver Sword? Арт, Аксі, Critical Hit Damage 628. Freeze. 1437. Арт, Ірден, Аксі. Та, це виглядає прикольніше. Супер елітний меч, коротше, нам намутили. Прекрасно. Так, окей, валимо звідси. Ось ми познайомилися з вищими вампірами. Це була цікава історія. Але я сподіваюся, що Присцила. Так, майстер вареничків. Ні, 32 рівень це для мене тумач. Трошки зараз. Мушу закінчити інші справи. Куди я тепер біжу, цікаво? Так, ми біжимо, подивимось. Я тут вже півдня біжу. А куди я біжу, власне? Ага. Ну та, не дивно. Ну ладно, тут уже можна реально побігти. Треба було тоді... Треба тепер з Любистом поговорити. Він ще може попросити мене її підлікувати, якось я відчуваю. Це було б логічним. Що це? Штука валяла. Просто лист якийсь валявся, капець. Так, ну ок. Перукар. Можна зачіску собі зробити якось. Треба запів. Я не розумію, де ми. Чому нас привело сюди? Наверх. Окей, це типу госпіталь. Добре. Ні, все правильно.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Не знаю, як іду
Did
далі.
my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Завершили цей романтичний і драматичний квест. Да, чувак, в мене є підозра, що це я був закоханий в того чувака, тому що вони так уникали якось цієї розмови. Цікаво, наскільки він знав чи не знав, що то вищий вампір. Все, тепер тулимо в Скеліге. Скільки можна тут уже ошиватись в цьому Новіграді? Треба й честь знати.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Looking for adventure? No. I'm not. Дай, ну я гляну. Що у нас пишуть? Ну та, Destination Скеліге. 19 рівень вже, господи. Як швидко плине час. Most Wanted, Feast Deadly plot. Following the thread. Treasure hunts. Поки що більше нічого не хочу. Біжимо. Стрілка, ти мені показуєш. Ще нічого відбувається. Наліво, коротше, біжимо. А, ось вона вже і сама розібралася. Construct Citizen. Так, ну окей. Це було довше, ніж я планував. Безперечно, але це був цікавий квест. Я хоч подивився, як виглядають вищі вампіри. Це був цікавий досвід. А ще в нас є тепер ще кращий срібний меч. Звуковий супровід просто бімба. Хтось кричить, хтось трішки пускає. Якийсь кошмарець. Я думаю, що можна подати старий меч. Де, власне... А це... Це не той чувак, який мені треба. Я можу сюди вийти? О, можу.
Welcome, welcome.
Ратуті. Ратуті. Ти купиш мене? Купиш у мене меч? Ні, не купить. Ну, це чесно взагалі. Так нащо ти тоді мені, якщо ти не можеш мене купити меч? Ага. Ось тут чувак, який може купити. Ось, мені здається. Якщо у нього є гроші. Так. Що мені папа показує? Окей. Адан Діс. Silver Sword. Маугрім. Silver Sword. 439. 421. Цікаво, що буде, якщо повернути жінці її дерев'яний меч. Ладно, лишимо просто про всяк випадок, якщо його можна повернути. Він ж не важкий. А ні, 0.28 фігня. Маугрім. Так, 439, 4000 монет, вже просто капець скільки мене. Сільвер.
So long.
So long and thanks for all the fish. Так, ну прекрасно. Що в мене по 100%? Сільвер 67%. Можна було б і по цей. До речі, да. Давай зробимо. Давай полагодимо все, що є.
Show me what you have in stock.
І зараз отак от зробимо. Repair. Все порепейрим. Все. Прекрасно. Скеліге. Is waiting.
They ought to never let your kind in, though. By order of the hierarch, whosoever can. There must be order.
Шукаємо човник. На Новіград. Find a boat headed to Скеліге. І з ким поговорити, побачите. Капітан. Капітан жінка. Капітанка.
Who's captain of this ship?
Looking at her. Aye, her. That's right. I, a
Вибачте,
woman, am
вибачте, сексист.
captain. Shocking as shit, I know.
Need to get to Skeleton.
Не ображайтесь,
Not
пані.
on this boat, you won't.
Pay you well.
The islanders live off plunder in the seas. Not willing to risk that.
Ever sailed there?
Listen, the islanders attack all ships. When they hate someone, Nilfgaard for instance, they attack him more. But truth be told, not much more. Bo did me once. Expect they wanted to see if I had captain's bollocks. That spot of fun gave me enough Skeliger for a lifetime.
Так, пані капітанка не хоче плисти на Скеліге. Так, а я думав, що пані продемонструє справжній характер. Ну добре, ні до ні. Ще є 2 корабля, які можна спробувати знайти, але мене, звісно ж, веде в сторону того, який теж мені напевно допомогуть зараз. Don't stickle me. Так, ну тут... Що тут скажеш мені? Ти капітан? Ні, Вічхантер. Явно не капітан. Де капітан з цього вашого цього? Суденця. Шановні. Пробачте. Де знайти капітана?
This waste of breath.
Тут нема капітана, тупо нема. Прекрасно. Тут хтось купається. Я, до речі, теж купався, чи ні? Хоча місце не дуже чисте, здається. Так, ми побігли. Ясно, що в останню чергу мене маршрут поведе туди, куди треба. Якісь здоровані ходять. Напевно, ручки. Так, ну, тут то ви мені маєте допомогти. Інакше почну засмучуватись. Добрий вечір.
You captain of this tub?
What's it to you?
How much would it cost me to hire this ship?
The harmony of nations ain't for hire. Ship's owner's got plans for it.
There anyone in Novigrad who'll take me to Skellige?
You mean anyone here off their gourd? Aye, Wolverston. Goes by the name of Flask. Ask at the Golden Sturgeon. Man's a sheep bugger, like the Skelligers. Sure they get along great.
Господи, що ж так воно складно все, га? Ніхто не хоче плисти на Скеліге ще. Ніби мені мало було проблем. Look for the ship's captain at the Golden Sturgeon. Не знаю, що таке Sturgeon, але принаймні ж таке Golden, тож ми ок. Наскільки це далеко. Цей же зараз ще попросить йому щось зробити, щоб я йому відвіз. Я сподіваюся, що цього не буде. Я хочу в Скеліге. Не лізь. Де пан? Добрий вечір.
Wolverston, captain of the Atropos?
So you want to know if I'm Atropos, captain of the Wolverston? No fucking clue, mate.
I need to get to Skellige.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for our Skellig, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Тисяча коїнів за те, щоб туди відплисти.
Here, that enough?
Hefty sack, like a bull's. When do we sail?
Та прям зараз і сейл.
Sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger. Captain Wolverston never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverston the other. Makes the rocking bearable. So, ready to set sail?
Так. Дякую, що не просив мене щоб зробити.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos. Anchors away.
Ну, поплили. Третя локація. Має бути красиво. вечір. Це кошмар? Ні, нас теж. Пірати. Як воно тут погоріти таке? Всіх почекав. Прямо по голові. Від раз має бути пришвидшені реакції. Що воно все якось не слава Богу. Ми таки приплили в Скеліге, що правда дещо в розбитому форматі.
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
See, I've landed on Ord Skellig.
How you figure that?
You're wearing Clan on Crate colors. Ord Skellig's their island.
On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skeliga, eh?
Agreed to meet a sorceress here. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Ord Skellig.
There's a wetcha Kertrolda. Croc's guest. Could be the one you're meeting.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Aye. Wears black and white. If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca. Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
Yennefer's not all bad, once you get to know her.
Take your word for it. Know the way to Kertrolda?
Expect I'll find it.
Head north. Then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port site today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
Невже ми нарешті припливли? Яблучко знайшли. Тут гарки якісь літають. Так, добре, що? Go to the port near Moss. Ці мене випасли чи ні? Мені поки не дуже хочеться з ними башитись. Поганий шмат порається. Crossbow. Spectre Dust. Так, окей. Розкажіть мені, де мій шомер? О, у мене ж тут є плотва. Скеліге. Тобто мені ж туди скакати. Ну, зараз поскакаємо. Чи ні? Це ж плотва. Але перш ніж ми на неї заліземо, нам треба Ще глянути цю посилочку. Ну, скільки тут всяких ништячків прикольно. Ну, поскакали. Нарешті по основному квесту. То щось забагато було другорядних. Які гори щось. Клас. Це бандити чи ні? Ні. Реально якісь ці. Аля вікінги. Пліточка, так. Це не полюють чи що? Пліточка нарешті з нами. Тобто вона і там була з нами, щось я просто останнім часом не дуже нею користався. Я взагалі забув, що на коні можна їздити. Come close, stranger. Go to the port near Kaya Trottle. Скачу в порт, як сказали. Да, нічого собі, ну, цей. Да, так. Всі мерзнуть. No. Я чуть не забрав їхній блуд. О, пробачте, мені леді. Господи, я не можу тут розвернутися нормально. Я хочу поговорити. Походу не з тією треба говорити. Окей. Що там?
Sorry to trouble you, but I really have no choice.
What is it?
Our ship was wrecked against a rocky shore during the last storm. I've lost everything.
How am I supposed to help?
I haven't even got the coin for the journey home, and with each day's delay, I draw closer to bankruptcy.
Окей, і все-таки.
Might have guessed you'd come around to coin. So, need a loan? Or is it just alms you're after?
I shall pay you back every last copper, I swear it. You need only call on me at my address in Novigrad.
Okay.
Fine, I'll help you. I visit Novigrad often enough. Might stop by, see how business is going.
Thank you. You'll find me in the Port District. My name's Johan Bonner.
See you later then.
Хтось плаче там чогось. Побачимось з Єніфер. Воу, вау. Що тут? Якогось воїна ховають? Чи навіть лідера? Якась місцева. Такі цікаві у них наряди у всіх.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. It is her decision.
Нічого собі, то вона з ним поплила так. Жорстко. Це нас так від цим представляють жорстокий світ північан. Жорстко, да. І Єн тут. Ну, привіт.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Twirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You knew Bran?
Yes, he was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skeliga visits clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Twirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see.
Возз'єднались.
Did you learn anything in Velen?
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Hiding from witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery, She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Syria was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion's head of the Skelege's circle. Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf!
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Коротше, в Скеліге буде
I shall
купа
wear
нових
black and
квестів.
white for the feast.
Що очікувати?
I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 humps.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
Прикольно, він тепер тут з Єніфер, ну, в доволі тісному контакті щось буде робити. Чи до того вона буквально дуже епізодично. Вірна. Ерміон. Бран. Глянемо, що у нас там за characters added. До речі, у нас же ж тут ще поінтів цілих 3. О, це ж капець. Це ж можна... Ага, можна збільшувати. І одну традиційно лишимо. На... Я хочу ще глянути на characters. Що у нас там за нові чуваки? Бірна. Ну та, обличчя таке зробили їй. Ні, оч. Добре. Ну, але окей. Такий Бран. Король Бран. Це він тільки що загинув, походу. Його ховали. Крах. Ярл. Ну, прикольно, Ярл. Назва, як у реально стародавніх цих північних. Ерміон. А, це наш Хуберт, якого ми там воліли. Ірина. Натаніель. Yes. Вірно. Окей. 20 рівень. Почитав. Meet any pretenders to fire double hit. Go to any rooms and put on formal attire. Ну давай так. Це далеко? Ні, не далеко. Тоді ще буквально пару таких кроків невеличких зробимо. Скоро зав'язку.
Watch yourself, white hair.
Треба ж вдягнутися відповідно, тож ми на якісь маємо попасти на... Де це зверху? Що це має бути? А, вечір. Назвемо це званий вечір. Undiscovered. Так, окей.
This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury.
Ну хто не любить Space and Luxury? А де в нас залишило одяг? Єдинорог. Окей. Я заскріню всю красу. Так, а все це прекрасно. Це її одяг? Чи мій?
No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
Галеон для того, щоб довести одяг. Понятно. А що вона для мене лишила за одяг? Вона сказала, що типу... Elegant Скеліге shirt, Скеліге tunic, Скеліге breeches. Take all. Добрий вечір. Ну, вдягнемось красиво. Скеліге тунік. Elegant Скеліге shirt. Ну, це мені більше подобається. Я весь вдягнувся. Скеліге breeches. Це ж воно, да? А, ну да, резонно. Резонно і... Все нібито ок. А які з них були? Напевно, ці елегантні. Хорошо. Тапки, ці смішні сапоги, звісно. Здається, все. Здається, все. Виглядає жахливо, якщо чесно. А перчі тільки такі в нас є, да, типу? Елегантність просто...
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for our... Who exactly is she to me?
Да, хороше питання, друже. Вдяглися для Єн. Куди ми тепер йдемо? Щось мені мапа показує, що попало. Ага, тобто все-таки мені треба зараз вийти. А ні, просто прямо і біжимо. Просто прямо і біжимо.
Foreigner, what's your
We serve her who was virgin, mother, and queen.
Я не зрозумів, що за прикол, воно зверху чи що? А там не буде підйому? Походу зараз... А ні, це буде. Це просто ця штука поламалася. А може і не буде. Це просто спостережний пункт. Окей. Я зрозумів, чому мене сподобало, тому що... Це не те місце, куди нам треба. Треба звалити з цього лагеря і там дорога буде наверх. Так, вигляд у нього з звичайною зброєю був набагато кращий. До речі, тут все ці ножиці показують, типу перукар. Я прям заінтригований, хочу якось спробувати. Господи, як туди попасти? Ось сюди, да? Отак? Чого все таке складне? Я трошки підзаблукав, якщо чесно. А, ні, все вірно, я піднімаюсь по сходам. Тут ще можна і впасти з них. Да, прикольно. І мені там от на вхід. Привіт, хлопці, як вам?
Stay out of trouble, or You answered.
Типу нога. Він зі зброєю прикольніше виглядав. А в цьому якийсь як...
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Berna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me, but on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
I can see you chose your own outfit. You know, of course, that together we look about as good as lace frills on a battle axe.
Everyone's got their style.
Не зрозумів. Їй не сподобалось чи що?
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
Ну так, звісно.
I plan to tell you what I think.
Я так і не зрозумів, типу, вона сказала, що правильно вдівся чи ні?
3 pots of Heartstopper, a bottle of rum, and washed it all down with wine.
Farewell feast.
Next, joining the raid milk cheese and well
Така сукня в неї прикольна постава.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
Прикольно,
Jennifer.
що вони моделі
Greetings,
чувачків
Arthur.
зробили інші для
My
Скеліге.
companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Krach on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious Witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Yalmer and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lugas, Madman Lugas' firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Ottrick on Hindar.
Красуняка.
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls, exclusively.
Ceres on Crate is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Crack about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
Господи, знову якийсь рейс.
Geralt?
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
Хотів вже відпочити, ну ні, не дадуть. Я так і не зрозумів, що треба
We're here.
зробити.
From this spot, you must reach the top of that mountain. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Hjalmar's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Давай.
Show me all you've got, monster slayer.
Я правильно біжу? Здається, так. Давай, Віча. Не тупи. Повільний який, га? Я знаю хитрий трюк. Давай. Біжимо. Я щось... все правильно.
I won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's.
Це було легше, ніж на конячці.
See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a witcher, Sparrowhawk. That'd likely happen to any of us. Enough of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
Так, окей. Talk to Yennefer in private. Господи, як же це вийде?
Across the wide, somber sea.
Tell me, Luke.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Thought Skellige's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hindisfial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boys soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron
Багато
and
розмов,
pierce
але
some
будемо скоро
boils,
закінчувати
witch.
вже, тому що...
Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Не будемо.
Calm down, Lugos.
No wench will teach me how to fight.
That was not my intention. Come, Geralt. I believe this discussion's run its course.
Donar only turned old pious Peter after he violated a priestess. He feared the wrath of modern Freyr.
І що?
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Ouroboros. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
Так, тепер ми лазимо по цим. А тут можна зберегтись?
Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream,
Romantic.
larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close.
Так, голубки тут размаховались.
This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Тут можна зберегтися? You cannot save your game right now. Ну я так і думав. Ну добре, пішли. Зараз.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
Побачите, а мені що робити. Ага, окей. Ну, пішли. Куди далі, Ян? Веди.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover.
Explore the mysterious room using your richer senses. Окей. Досліджуємо.
Looks alive.
Як вовк.
Yes?
Я сподіваюсь, що вони не оживуть зараз, що це ж друїд.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
Що ми ще тут можемо заінвестигейтити? Оленів. Так.
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods.
Так, з оленів ми побачили. А ось мисочка якась ритуальна.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermien appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Тобто він якийсь прикольний друїд. Explore the mysterious cave. Ну ми типу експлоримо. А ось ще якісь двері. Хитрі.
Are you alright?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out.
Так, і думав.
Monsters. Feel it. Closer. everywhere.
That's one less.
Те, щоб я любив битися з тваринами.
Mushrooms in here.
That's one less.
Go to Airman's workshop. Щось тікоїть.
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermien's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open.
Що то було? Грибів на нього всі?
Let's go inside, Geralt. I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Ну да, порубані чучела на рейс suspicions.
Ah, our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Urboros must be here.
Letter bearing Ermien's seal to the druids. Warns them about you.
Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plants.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the...
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Ermien's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
Це референс до короля Артура, очевидно.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Кумедний реф.
Looks like Ermien places something in the statue's hand. Need something else. Gotta look around.
Ну, в принципі, ця штука могла підійти вполне.
A goat carved out of linden wood, signed to Uncle Ermien.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That...
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
Виглядає як самогонний апарат, якщо чесно. Якийсь кубок прикольний.
Dwarven triple mead. Let's try again.
Pinecone або Mug of Mead. Давай mead.
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermien enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I've a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Explore the secret chamber using your visual senses. Це вона, таку secret chamber. А ось і маска. Але тут
Geralt, come here.
Нас чекає хтось. А в мене, до речі, броня фігова. У мене броня фігова зараз. Маска це класно. Що за чудо там речить на фоні?
We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Погодя. Інвентарі. Можна я перевдягнусь трошки зараз? Штанці, мені ще треба ці. Так, тепер мені треба глянути, хто це такий у нас в гостях. Бестіарій. Драконоць, ні. Елементія, гібрид, сукуб. Да, сукубу ми зустрічали там. Так. Хто це? Ладно, ці нам не підходять. Hounds, Gods, Hybrids. Чим ми били? Чорт пойми його. Чим бити, коротше, чувака. Earth Level. О, щось ти поки легко б'єшся.
Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
І що? Look around to wait to escape the trap.
The damned druid will poison us. His vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight. Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Нічого собі. Нічого собі. Ця гра перестає дивувати.
We must talk to Krach.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you.
Косой близно. А тут, звісно, трошки не пропрацьовано. Боже, ця жінка постійно думає про роботу. А може ні.
Oh no.
Єдинорог.
I missed you too.
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it,
Мене не
Geralt.
забанять за таке.
Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Krach's waiting.
Ой.
Is that so?
Ну добре, добре. Як на закінчення сьогоднішнього стріму це було непогано. Аби не забанили. Зараз забанять час, в принципі. 18+. Та ось вона, яка була сцена на єдинорог.
Yen, let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off. Don't even try.
Ну тепер то мені можна буде зберегтись?
My, oh my.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
Аж голос змінився.
We ought to get back to the wake.
Так.
I must dress.
Внезапно стрім став 18+. Ну, що поробиш, таке життя. Боже, ми повернулись до квеста, але це був непоганий відхід в сторону. Визнаю.
Kraken creates asked about you.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Дайте зберегтись. Майте совість.
Now heed my words.
There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. The king must be wise.
Ні, сценаристи молодці. Спочатку ти думаєш, що буде романтична лінія, а виходить драматична і сумна. Потім ти думаєш, що має бути серйозна сюжетна лінія, а виходить романтична. Це хороша несподіванка. Зараз якась заруба серед них. За короля. Щось має вкоїтись зараз, напевно. Жінка стане королем? Я так відчуваю.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
Молодець. Так. Тут явно розігрують лінію про те, що дівчина теж спробує. Що? Від нас щось чекають, ні?
What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to speak her of. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now.
Стільки тут кат-сцен на початку, ну але очікувано було, що це буде якась зав'язка з купою лінії.
When Ciri was nearing womanhood. I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms, right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing, which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You have my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Wondering if I should talk to Ermion.
Leave that to me. Go. Seek and find your Cirilla. If any ill befell her here, on Ard Skellig on my watch, I'd never forgive myself.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold! Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot.
Знову якась драма наголошується ніби.
I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalrik is not mad, but cursed.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalrik further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordalachir and Ardskellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see a Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
Окей, все ясно, давай.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Як завжди, ефектно зникла. Крах. Класне ім'я, Крах. Чимось мені подобається таке. 600. О, це непогано. Long live the king. Я думаю, що на цьому етапі можна вже зберегтись. Ой, ще один. Окей. Світланко, дуже тобі дякую за компанію. Це було цікаво сьогодні. Нарешті попали в Скеліг і тут попали також на 18+. Несподівано. От. Дяка ще раз. І я буду завершувати вже, тому що вже 10:30. Ну да, і тобі мені треба вже відпочивати, напевно. Окей, тоді побачимось.